What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Steel City Live, the best show on YouTube, the best show in the world here for live shows. And you are in the chat, you are interacting with us, talking about Steelers Nation, talking about the NFL, just diving in here in week 15 on a Friday night. Miss Pittsburgh in the house, Russ in the house, Robert Road. What is up, everybody? Make sure you're double tapping that screen, hitting that like button. I didn't even have a chance to share the show tonight. I shared it onto the community section of the page, but I didn't even get to share it on any of the social medias or anything, and I was running a little bit behind. I still got to call my grandmother. I got shit to do. I got to pick up my son at 9, but I had youth basketball practice tonight. I told you it was going to be a busy weekend. That was no lie, no lie. We got done at 7 o'clock, like 5 till 7, made the show, made everything, made the thumbnail, sent the show out, got over here, got my kid lined up with his PlayStation gift card that he had to have. These kids. But anyway. Then we have basketball tomorrow at 1 p.m. Then we have basketball Sunday at 3 p.m., right before the Steeler game. So our live show will be earlier in the day. I will probably do it around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That way we will be kind of in the middle there. So Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Steel City Live, our live Pittsburgh Steelers pregame show. Then we will be back live after the game following Steelers-Eagles Week 15. And what is a pivotal matchup for the Steelers, but it isn't a matchup that if they lose, that it's the end of the world. It's one of those things to where you're just walking a thin line with it. We are going to talk about. Sorry, I had to put something in my mouth here to get myself moving. I was just yelling at basketball practice, but. We're going to talk about some of the key players that are out for the Pittsburgh Steelers: DeShon Elliott, Larry Ogunjobi, and George Pickens. 3 star players that are going to be absent for the Steelers. I think DeShon Elliott is one of those players that really is bothersome to me to be missing on the back end of that defense. He has meant so much, man. Larry O, I'd love to have him in the rotation, but Mon Adams is questionable. He should be returning this Sunday, and I think it's something that the Steelers can handle there with Keanu Benton, Cam, and the addition of Mon Adams. But that DeShon Elliott missing and DeShon Elliott being missing in the back end of the defense is really troublesome to me, guys. It really bothers me in a big way. Let's get into this chat here. Here we go. Miss P from Russ. Miss P says, let's go Steelers Nation. Miss Pittsburgh's in the building. Robert Rhodes says, Mon Adams came back at the right time for our Steelers. We will be okay. I think Mon will provide some definite excitement up there in the front. He's a true nose type player. I definitely think he will provide a level of play that does help this defensive unit, no doubt about it. Extra Black in the house. Danny George in the house. What is up, guys? Tom Ford, what's going on? Big Tom Ford in the house. Keith Richard, guys, you have to step up. Or guys have to step up. Absolutely, Keith, you're right. Guys do have to step up, and that's what good teams are made of. Depth. You're going to see a lot more of different types of packages in the back end on the defense with the absence of DeShon Elliott. You're going to start to see a little bit. Well, you do have Cam Sutton who can play a little bit of safety also back there. So you might lose that physical nature of DeShon Elliott down in the box where he comes down, kind of plays midway from the box into the secondary to where he does provide a different playmaking skill set. But you can have Cam. He's a Swiss Army knife. DeMonte Casey. There are players that can step in back there. But, man, missing DeShon Elliott is a real key to that Steelers defense that I don't like missing. But again, you got to step up, and that's where the depth comes into play, man. And that's where the coaching comes into play also. Being exotic and eccentric with your packages. And if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you got to get pressure. And I'm not saying that you need to bring numbers, but I'm saying you got to get that pressure, man. And that's why that inside linebacker room, in my opinion, making sure they corral Saquon Barkley, making sure they are available in the pass game, are going to be a big difference, because those are the guys that have to maintain their position, maintain their job long enough for that pass rush to get there, because that's that first level of defense that, in the pass game, that first level of holding them back and causing disruption in their timing and their rhythm. And that is something that has to be definitely handled by that Steelers inside linebacking core. Slow down the rhythm. Get them off pace, man. It's a necessity, and be able to come downhill and play that run game. I'd like to see some more exotic sets in terms of the 3 outside linebacker combinations. I do want to see some more of that. I do think that there are ways to scheme around missing some of your key stars. And we'll talk about the offense and George Pickens, one we've known about. But again, I think Terrell Austin and Mike Tomlin have had enough time this week to kind of prepare for the worst. And I think that schematically, they should be able to be sound enough to be able to still cause that disruption. Still have players back there in position to make some key big plays. Let's keep going on. Chomping, hold on. Danny says, where were we? Chomping on the bit for the game. That's Danny George. Amen. Me too, man. Sorry, guys. I have to have a couple pieces of candy here. I try not to eat on the show anymore. I used to have suckers and stuff. I try not to do that. But again, I just came from basketball. I have to have something in my mouth. I do have my water, but I need some sugar, baby. Everybody hit the shit out of that like button and subscribe to the best show in America. It is here. Steel City Live. Double tap that screen. Hit that like button. I'm your host, Jason, as always, baby. Joshua Shields in the house. Danny George, they put pins in his wrist but still had bad shape. Yes, continued prayers for Danny George's brother. We will continue to have him in our prayers. I definitely said a couple extra ones last night, Danny, for your brother. And, man, just praise God that he's here and has the chance to be able to heal. So you got to look at some of the bright sides here. And, yes, he's here. He's ready to go. And we can get him back on the path to recovery with some prayers. Let me get back. Robert says, KZ and Sutton will have to play big. KZ is only 174 pounds, but he isn't afraid to hit. Absolutely. And if you remember when they acquired DeMonte KZ, that ball hawking ability was still there. He had several interceptions. It's not like DeMonte KZ can't play. And that's the key here, guys. Depth. And that's what does give you a little sense of security. But Cam Sutton, I think, is the interesting part of that comment from Robert Rode. Because I think Cam Sutton, being versatile and eccentric in his looks and his movements throughout the defensive secondary, I think are going to be ultra important for that defense. I think it's going to provide a real level of play that they haven't had all season long in terms of just being a little bit different. And I think Cam's got to step out of that shell. He's been back long enough. I know he missed half the season due to suspension, but now he's been back long enough that he needs to start doing those Cam Sutton type things. And I think being moved around as your chess piece, as your X factor, I think could pay some big dividends for your Steelers. Let me get a drink, guys. Make sure you're double tapping that screen, hitting that like button for us. We need to get those likes up again. Sorry, I was rushing, but we had basketball all weekend. I'm still ready for football, baby. It's tough to be in basketball mode. Where were we? Steeler kids, is Pickens playing this week? No, he is not, my friend. George Pickens out. Deshaun Elliott out. Larry Ogunjobi out. And who else was out? Larry O, George Pickens, and Deshaun Elliott. That was it. That were out. Mon Adams is questionable, but I expect him to return. Brother Phil, we did that. He's talking. Okay. Best show in the world. Thank you, Russ. We appreciate it. How do you think Russ is playing this year from Steeler Kid? Russ is playing lights out, Steeler Kid. He's the difference. And I mention that every day, I think. And I don't think I can mention it enough. Russell Wilson is the difference right now. That veteran leadership is unmatched right now. It's something that has really uplifted this whole team, not just the offense, this whole team. When you have veterans on the roster like Russ, like Cam, like TJ, all across the board, that uplifts this team. And guys that are so hungry to win a championship really make a difference too, man. Keith Richard, Russell Wilson, 4-0 in Philly. Yes, we're going to hopefully lean on that. Extra Black, I think Eric Rowe would be best replacement for Elliott. I love Eric Rowe, man. I love Eric Rowe. I do, Extra Black, and I can't disagree with you. I just love the way he plays, and it's amazing to me that he is an everyday down-in, down-out player in the NFL. Tom Ford, I'm so sorry we did that. You might see Cam playing further back and Minka closer to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, I don't like that though, Robert, because I felt like that caused a lot of injuries for him last year because that was his role, and I don't want to see that injury bug start biting him again. I want to keep him back there, and I know he is demanding respect in terms of people not throwing a ball around his way. I want to mix him up a little bit. I want to move him around a little bit. I do want to do that, but I don't necessarily want to put him up in the box or around the box a lot. Here and there is okay, but man, last year with those injuries just plaguing him every single week, it seemed like broken hand, this, that, whatever. It was really troublesome, man, and it set Minka back a great, great deal. And I think his role now is a significant one. I just think a lot of Steeler fans don't comprehend it, and that's no knock on Steelers Nation. I just don't think that they comprehend it without seeing the splash plays. They're not really getting to see or understanding what Minka Fitzpatrick really truly does mean to this defense and what he is doing down in, down out for this Pittsburgh Steelers defense. It's not something that pops off the page at you in terms of statistical categories. But Minka Fitzpatrick does make tackles. Tops in the team, in the top 3 or 4 in the team. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but he definitely has his presence felt every single week, and that is something that can't go unnoticed. But it's not in the form of interceptions. It's not in the form of big splash plays. It's in the form of down in, down out schematic, nuts and bolt football, man. You're looking at the nuts and bolts of what the defense is doing. You'll find Minka Fitzpatrick everywhere. Let's see. Offside edits. Hey, Mike Drop. What are the odds of Pickens playing this week? He is out offsides. He is out, my friend. Thank you, though, for asking. Armin, because of you, I now have a sympathy for the Steelers. Thank you, Armin. I hope you and your wife are doing well. I remember you guys were watching last night, so best wishes to your wife. Best wishes to you. Good to see you in the chat, my friend. Tom Ford, Eric Rowe is good enough to be a starter. I think so, Tom. I love Eric Rowe. All right, guys, double tap that screen. 14 ain't enough. We need to get those likes hopping off the page early here on Mike Drop Sports and the show Steel City Live. I'm your host, Jason. As always, let's continue through the chat. Offside edits. Russ, well, okay, did that. Steeler Kid, how do you think the offense and defense is playing this year? I feel like they're the most complete team in football, Steeler Kid. And I don't know if other Steelers podcasters, people that analyze this team or break this team down or talk about this team, I don't know if they share the same sentiments as me about this ball club, but I think they are the most complete team in the entire NFL. And yes, injuries will get you some weeks, and the margins are razor thin. They can get beat by anybody, but if you really truly break this thing down in all 4 phases of the game, the Steelers are that team. Tristan, first time watching, do you stream Steelers games? No, Tristan, I do not stream Steeler games. I watch the game very, very intently, and a lot of that is for my own personal use because I just love football. I love to talk about it. I love to watch it. I love to break it down. I love the nuts and bolts of it. I really love the schematics of football. I find it to be very, very, very interesting. I love to study it. And I could definitely nerd out on you guys and talk all types of weird shit, but I just try to talk normal fan talk and talk here on our live shows, but I try to have good thoughts and good answers for you guys, and that's why I watch it so intently. And I think doing live streams just to give people reactions isn't worth my time. I want to make sure that I'm really analyzing the football game, and also I watch it with my kids, and I enjoy doing that. So I'm not going to jeopardize that time with them to do live streams, but I appreciate people asking about them. But I do not, but we are live pre and post game. We are live every single day for Steel City Live each and every day, and we put out a daily upload. Some days we don't put out the daily upload in the morning, and that's only when days that I don't want to bullshit you and just make up some random ass topic just to get clicks like a lot of people do. Oh, let's keep going. Rubber Road. With the inside linebackers we have, I don't think Minka will play box safety the whole game, but I do think he will be brought up close a few times. Yeah, I'm cool with that, Robert. Here and there, sprinkle him in, move him around like a real strategic chess piece that you are going to deploy here and there to give that boost, to give that added piece to the scheme. I'm cool with it. But damn, I don't want to see him up in the box like Deshaun plays. So much closer to the box than most safeties do. And you got to think too, guys, before I go on to the next comment, I do want to say this. If you think about how the Pittsburgh Steelers play football defensively, and you look at how the schematics of a 3-4 defense and what you have to do to be really good at a 3-4 defense. You got to bring pressure from exotic places, which I don't think they do a ton of this year. I think they're trying to get the pressure with minimal numbers in terms of 4 pass rushers a lot, and they're just trying to get that push and cause those turnovers and disruption with batted balls. But if you look back, Dick LeBeau type days, you're trying to get that pressure from different locations to keep the quarterbacks guessing. That's what you're trying to do in that 3-4 scheme. You're trying to cause that chaos and that guesswork to be really complicated for the opposing quarterback. 3-4 defense can be one in which is very difficult to play, just in terms of how it's set up. But the Pittsburgh Steelers have been able to play it really, really well. A lot of teams play like a 4-3. That's what most teams play. But you really barely ever see teams right now in their base sets. You see tons of sub-package football. And that's why players like Minka, players like Cam Sutton, players like Deshaun Elliott, those types of guys in a defense are so important, because it's so much sub-package football that you have to have those chess pieces to move around. That's when these coaches and these analysts or people that are talking chess pieces, people that are eccentric, exotic, can do things that are different. That's what they're talking about. Those players you can move around in order to make disruption, man, in sub-package football. And those players are so pivotal to have on your roster. And the Steelers have several of them. Oh, let's keep going. Let's keep going. This comment is for the YouTube algorithm. Absolutely. Double tap that screen. Hit that like button for us here for the YouTube algorithm. Amen. Let's go. I threw my flag, so if anybody's a dumbass tonight, I can't flag you. The flag's clean across the room from last night when I threw it on Carter, the Browns fan, the moron. He got a flag on the play, so I never picked it up when I came up here, so it's clean across the room underneath my windowsill. I totally forgot I threw it over there. But yes, Carter, you are the last one for a personal foul here on Steel City Live. Let's keep going. Offside edits. Mike drops. Do you expect Pickens to be ready for the Ravens? It's so difficult to say, offside. It's so difficult, and I have to caution you guys. You saw Nick Herbig. You've seen other players this season Corey Trice, deal with hamstring issues. They are very, very unpredictable. And I know a lot of podcasters out there want to blow smoke up your ass and sit there and say, it's just grade 2. He'll be okay. It's not that severe. Grade 2 is a partial. There's a tear in that hamstring. It's going to take time to heal. And this could take 4 to 6 weeks, guys, typically. I just am warning you about that. Now, could he heal and be ready for Baltimore? Absolutely, he could. But I'm just saying, you need to err on the side of caution. You're probably looking closer to 4 games. Mike Miller in the house. We do need George, Mike. Tristan, who is your favorite Steelers player of all time? Baby Mean Joe Green, man. The guy that started it all. The guy that started this dynasty, that started this franchise off to being the ultimate model of a franchise. And don't tell me, I don't want to hear fans tell me from other teams, oh, the Steelers are this, they're that, they're not this, they're not that, whatever. This franchise is a franchise that every franchise models themselves to be. They want to be the Pittsburgh Steelers. You can't argue it. There's nothing you can say to argue it. It's the Steelers, baby. Make sure you're double tapping that screen. We need to get those likes up. 19 ain't enough. We're 20 minutes into the show, almost 21 minutes into the show. I want to make sure those likes continue to rise, and they're free. They're easy. Again, we appreciate them. Share the show. I didn't get a chance to do it myself tonight, so make sure you are sharing that show for us here on Steel City Live. Thank you to whoever just hit the like button, got us to 20. Now let's get to 30. Let's keep going. Robert Road, I never waste my time on watch streams. I pay the money to watch every Steeler game live, even though I live 1,500 miles from Pittsburgh. That's dedication, Robert, and I'm truly... I truly admire your passion for the Steelers, definitely. And I don't do the streaming shit either, man. If I have to pay, I'd pay. I don't do the live stream shit because I can't show you the game. Guys, these people streaming these games, let me be honest with you. Unless you have to be able to listen to it or something, which you don't because there's radio apps. These people live streaming typically... I won't say it. They just don't know schematics well enough to sit there and tell you a game by their word of mouth. They just don't. I'm being honest with you. That's one thing, guys. You don't want to come here. If you don't like honesty, don't come here because I'm going to give it to you the straight way, the truth. So, yes, definitely be here if you do. Wave that terrible towel for Miss Pittsburgh. Fly, Eagles fly from Robert Maxey. Number 1 defense. Number 1 defense, my dick, Robert. Just playing with you, bro. Don't take me serious. Robert, don't take me serious. I joke, man. So I was just joking. No, they're a very good ball club, bro. I have much respect for the Philadelphia Eagles. You know that if you've watched the show here as of late during this week 15 time frame. I definitely have respect all across the board for the Philadelphia Eagles. Their entire roster is filled with great players, and this is going to be a difficult mountain to climb for both teams, to be honest, because, again, I feel like the Pittsburgh Steelers are the most complete team. The Eagles might be catching them at the right time with a couple key players out. Pittsburgh doesn't play well in Philly. There's a lot of things stacked up against the Steelers. So if you were going to pick this game, it would only be logical to pick the Eagles. But the Steelers have a definite, real chance to succeed behind Russell Wilson and Cam Hayward. John Broadway downtown says, hey Yins. Robert Maxey, much love for the Steelers fans. Going to be a great game. Yes, it is, Robert. No doubt about it, man. And much love back to you guys for sure. Tom Ford, I'm not talking shit about Tomlin, but I'm not sure he's smart enough to play football chess. I hope he is. I hope he is. I don't know him personally, so I can't give that answer, but I hope he is, Tom. I sure to hell hope he is, brother. Robert Maxey, Pickens will be ready to play. No, he will not. Daniel Warman in the else? What's up, Big Daniel Warman? Hey, everyone. I believe the kicker for the Steelers is the best in football. Also, when I saw TJ hit Derrick Henry above the waist and folded him like a bad poker hand, that's special. Thank you, sir. Daniel, hey, man, this Steelers defense is vicious, and that's why I warned yesterday for Saquon Barkley, and I hope he hears this. I hope he finds it some way, somehow. Do not jump backwards against this defense. They will put you in the hospital, bro. I'm telling you, I'm saying this out of love. I'm saying this out of concern. Do not try that dumb shit on this Steelers defense. They will light your fucking ass up, bro. I'm just warning you. They will put you on a stretcher if you do that. And anybody wants to act like I'm lying, feel free. Watch it happen. Let him do that in the middle of the field with Landon Roberts coming downhill. And Landon Roberts will fucking knock his teeth out. I'm telling you, man. You can't do that shit against elite defenses. Just the warning. And Saquon, I hope you hear it because I got nothing but love for you, brother. I think you're one of the best in the game, but you might get injured and get injured in a bad, bad way. And your team needs you down the stretch. Cooper DeJean. Yeah, Cooper DeJean's a good ball player. I wanted Cooper DeJean in the draft, man, Robert, for the Steelers. Man, Joe Battenkim in this era. Oh, Mean Joe and Kim in this era. Yeah, no doubt, man. Downtown John Broadway. The difference between those Blitzburg days versus now is the rules have changed and how defenses aren't able to be that way. But we have no way of controlling how the flag happy ref holes act. Absolutely. The refs do dictate it. Rules dictate it. And that's probably why you have seen the Pittsburgh Steelers adjust a little bit schematically in the way they approach the 3-4 defense. The Pittsburgh Steelers are very inventive in that 3-4 set. And they have a lot of different things that they can do, a lot of different things they do schematically. The Dick LeBeau days brought a lot of heat, man, and you were allowed to hit people a little bit more. But I don't think that should matter right now in terms of bringing pressure. I think you could still approach it in the same way, causing pressure from exotic locations. The only difference in today's game is it's so pass happy, so touchdown driven by the NFL. The rules are tailored towards scoring. The only difference now is this. There are so many spread formations, spread sets that you can't afford sometimes to drop one of those defensive backs out to apply pressure in a weird location. You can't afford to drop one of those inside linebackers in to blitz. You just can't do it because there's too many receivers to cover. And sometimes you got to have two on some of these elite talent wide receivers in the NFL. All right, guys, we got to double tap that screen. Hit that like button. I appreciate it so far. Make sure you're sharing the show. We appreciate that so much. This is Steel City Live, only here on Mic Drop Sports. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the best show in the world. We appreciate it. Keep them coming. Week 15, Philadelphia Eagles, Pittsburgh Steelers, Lincoln Financial Field in the city of Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Joshua Shields. Where are we at? Where are we at? Thank you, Robert. Much love, brother. I have never watched such a great Steeler fan ever from Tristan. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Russ, Eagles have a very good coach. Absolutely, Russ, they do. Joshua Shields, most of the family on my dad's side are Eagles fans, and I'm from Philly. Only one of them is a Steelers fan, so it will be a family affair for me. Go Steelers. Well, there's one super intelligent person in that Shields family, and that's Joshua. No, it'll be fun, Josh, when you're going against like that, against a team that the rest of your family roots for. It's pretty cool. I grew up in a Steeler household, Steelers only, Steeler family. Everybody around me has always been Steelers, except for I have a couple oddball cousins and an uncle that root for the Dallas Cowboys for some fucking weird reason. I don't know why. They've never been to Texas. They've never been to Dallas. I don't know why they ever fucking root for them, but they do. Probably just to be different, you know. It is what it is. Steve Steve says, in state rivals, those Eagles are dangerous. Praying our Steelers can take this win. Me too, Steve. It's going to be a very tough ball game, guys, and I gave you my score, 24-21 Steelers. On a last second, within the last 20 seconds, Chris Boswell will deliver the game-winning field goal. That's how I think this thing plays out. I think it's a tight ball game up until that very last tick of the clock, and I think the Pittsburgh Steelers pull it out by a field goal, 24-21 Pittsburgh, Week 15. That's my prediction. Also, guys, there is a tab in the community section to where you can go put your score predictions, and each and every week here on the channel, we like to see who gets the closest to that. We've had some people nail it, almost nail it, been 1 point off. So it's a very fun thing that we do here and include you guys, the fan. So make sure you go into the community section. Make sure you find out where that tab is. It's not very far down. And make sure you put your score prediction in for Week 15. Again, if you haven't subscribed to the best channel on YouTube, make sure you do now and hit that subscribe button for us here on Mike Drop Sports. Joshua Shields, he's talking to Steve. Downtown John Broadway, inspired question. Do you think that Tomlin is more of a motivational speaker versus an actual football NFL coach because Tomlin has been out-coached a lot? That's a damn good question, Downtown. That's a damn good question, and I have to say the answer is kind of a middle-of-the-road answer. I can't give you a definitive answer either way because I think there are portions of the game that I think that he is very good at coaching-wise, and I think that there's portions of the game that he's very poor, and I think he has been out-coached. But his motivational way of keeping this team together is special, and you are seeing that on Hard Knocks, and I have to give him that credit. Now, do I think he is the ultimate schematics coach? No, I don't. Do I think he is the ultimate coach in terms of time of possession, clock management, roster management, things of that nature, schematics? No, I don't. But I will be honest. I think he is still a very good coach, and especially after seeing Hard Knocks, it's changed a lot of my perspective about Mike Tomlin and the way he carries himself within that building, demands respect within that building. It's really refreshing to get to see that inside look, and we have to give Mike Tomlin his due. Fugo Kicks, Steelers spread is a lock this week. The comedic genius, if we win this game, this chip is ours. Fugo Kicks need to get Pickens the ball more. Yeah, when he comes back, I wouldn't look for him for a while, though. See, Steelers in the house. Pick your dream all-time team. No, thank you, my friend. Nah, I don't know. Give me a couple days to think about it, see, Steelers. Ask me in a couple days. I promise you I'll think about it. But I can't pick it off the top of my head. Tom Ford, everybody needs to check out Josh Prey. He does an impression of Mike Tomlin. Yes, that is super funny, Tom. I need to share that. Oh, shit, that's what I was supposed to do, Tom. I was supposed to make that short. I got to do that tonight or tomorrow morning, man. I got to remember, Tom. That was my fault. Tom sent me a super funny video that I was supposed to do. But check out Josh Prey. He's a good impersonator. And also, we got a short to put out from Russell Wilson talking shit. It's really funny. All right. Sorry, I just got a notification that the Democrats are going to go ahead and go after Elon Musk here real quick before they get out of office. You know, the DOJ, SEC, all that shit. Going to have to go after Elon real quick because, he's a Trump buddy. I won't talk politics. That just irritated me when I seen that. People are fucking babies in this country, dude. I swear to God, bro. And all these people getting pardons and shit. We live in a fucked up fucking place, bro. Fucked up. Super fucked up. You can't even let your little girls go to the fucking bathroom anymore. We live in a fucked up place. I'm just saying. Alicia, I love the Steelers. What's up, Alicia? I haven't seen you in months. Well, then get your ass here, see Steelers. What the fuck are you missing the best show in America, the best show in the world for? It's here, baby. Quit watching all that other dumb shit and get here. Fugo Kicks. What's the future for Russ? Steelers. He's going to finish his career as a Pittsburgh Steeler. He's going to win a championship, hopefully 2, hopefully 3, but he's going to win something here in the city of Pittsburgh. Eagles are going to win from Hurts Solo. Don't come in here and say Steelers suck. I'm too nice of a guy, Hurts Solos or whatever the fuck your dumb name is. I don't like that shit. You come in here, you respect me a little bit before you talk shit, my friend. Thank you. I'm cool with the joking around, but you got to come in and pay a little homage first to the stream. This is the best stream in America, the best stream in the world. You can't just come in talking shit. You got to pay a little bit of dues first. I wonder if people really think I'm super serious, because I probably look mean when I'm saying some of this shit. What about them drones that are flying over New Jersey? It's an emergency alert or something. We live in a fucked up place, Miss Pittsburgh. I'm telling you, man. If Joe Biden don't get us fucking nuked by Russia before he leaves office, or should I say his person that's running it, whatever. But I'm just saying, I got to quit talking politics. I don't like to do that. Steelers 1, 2, 3, 4. George Pickens, Daniel Worman, Jason. What's the chance that Biden will pardon the Cleveland Browns? Love you all. Bless you all. You can't even. There ain't enough pardons in this world to pardon the Cleveland Browns. That's how terrible they are. Downtown John Broadway, Steelers for me. It's always my childhood love. The 1970s Steelers, it was a magical time in Pittsburgh. It's a wonderful time. Oh, absolutely, man. The Steelers it's a way of life, guys. Being a Steeler fan just isn't, I'm a fan, I watch it. It's a lifestyle. It's a choice. It's a choice you make. It's a lifestyle choice. Let me get a drink while you're double tapping that screen, hitting the shit out of that like button for your boy Jason here on Steel City Live. Also, I want you to wave those terrible towels for Miss Pittsburgh, please. I'd appreciate it very, very much. Also, Russ sent me some stuff, so I'm going to be hanging a flag and stuff up from Russ. He sent it for me, so thank you to Big Russ and all you guys that were asking for pictures of his grandbaby. I think he said he was going to send me one, so I can put it up for you guys to see his new grandbaby. Let's keep going. Fugo kicks. Now that we got a QB, we need to look for another wide receiver to pair with Pickens. You got him in the building, Fugo. You got him in the building, and I know a lot of fans don't want to hear that answer. But they are in the building. You got to use them. You got to get them in the mix. And I think they have 10 different targets for Russell Wilson in Cincinnati and several against Cleveland. I don't know the number off the top of my head. But you're starting to see them spread that ball around. Be very versatile. And that's what you're looking for from this Steelers team. Down in, down out is just mixing it up, man. George Pickens isn't the whole offense, guys. You have an excellent run game, you have good running backs, and you have other good wide receivers. Use them. You have good tight ends. You have an offensive line that's finally starting to gel, finally starting to pick it up and do good things. You're not hearing bad things on every podcast every damn day about Broderick Jones. Got to bench Broderick Jones. You know, all these people got these great fucking ideas, but yet they don't have any fucking thing to back it up with and say what the game plan is if you do it. They all want to bench these people, but yet you don't have no backup plan. You don't have no plan in place. Sometimes you just need time, baby. You just need time. Let shit simmer. You ever notice good food? All good food, most good food, it takes a long time to cook. It takes a long time to simmer. That's how shit tastes really good in terms of food. That's usually how you get all those flavors to come out, how you really make food super, super good, right? Why do you think it's any different with a football player? You got to let it simmer. You got to let it grow. You got to let that player just find itself. Get those good flavors, you know? That's what it's got to do. That's what a football player's got to do, guys. Can you give me a challenge in Madden? And what team? I want you to use the Cleveland Browns and win 29 Super Bowls in a row in 3 days. See, Steelers, enjoy yourself. See you back when you're done. Steelers 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you like George Pickens or Najee Harris? Yeah, bro. Do you? Fast Tracker. Can KZ keep Brown from taking the top off? Yeah, I think Minka can keep keep Brown from taking the top off. Brown's not a speedster; he's just a real big body guy. You know what I mean? He's quick, but he's not ultra fast. He's not Calvin Austin type fast. So I think they can do it. And I just don't think this passing game for the Eagles is what people think right now. I mean, they didn't even pass for 100 yards last week. I mean, they're in trouble, guys, with that pass game. So we'll see how it transpires this week, but they are not in a good way with that pass game. Again, utilize our Swiss Vale knife on the field, excluding the corkscrew. Amen. Shout out to Swiss Vale. Fugo Kicks. What do you look to add in the offseason than defense or on defense or offense? I don't look ahead too far, Fugo. I feel like any good football team, any good person breaking down a football team in this media game, I feel like you're looking at the now. I understand fans want to know things in the future and not have all these bold predictions and hot takes. I look at the now. I'm looking at right now, and I'm not looking for the future. Are there needs? Absolutely. Every year there are needs. But right now, I'm focused on a 10-3 football team, and I'm enjoying this moment. I'm not allowing it to pass me by. I know some fans want to think into the future 2-3 years. I don't. That's just not how I roll. But I will. This offseason, if you follow this channel, Fugo, you join us each and every day. This offseason, I'll give you tons of good takes. I told everybody about Deshaun Elliott. I told a lot of things about Zach Frazier. We talk about those things. We talk about the schematics of this team. We have a lot of great viewers that come in and give a lot of good insight. So make sure you join us, and we will dive into so much of that shit in the offseason, it'll make you sick. Literally. Robert Road, KZ doesn't play deep center field. No, not usually, but he can do it. I think he can keep the top on. Bears are better than Steelers. Oh, where's my fucking flag, bro? Where's my flag? Bears are better than Steelers. Do you just read your comment back and just listen to how stupid ass shit that sounds? How dumb that sounds? How unintelligent you sound when you talk like that? Bears are better than Steelers. If you're going to come in and try to talk shit, you got to come in and talk shit a little bit better than that, Tommy Ruff. 7-game losing streak equals 7-game winning streak. Who gives a fuck? Caleb Williams paints his nails, bro. He's a dumbass. What are you talking about? The Steelers have so much bandwagons. What does that even mean? Use the word in a proper context without the S, dumbass. Oh, you fucking idiot. People are dumb. Let me just delete him. I don't even want him in here. I can't even deal with stupid people. Stupid people that make no sense, gotta go. Goodbye, Tommy Ruff. You're a fucking idiot. Remember that, Tommy Ruff. You can report me for it. Thanks. Goodbye. I hate dumb shit. The Bears are better. 7-game losing streak equals 7-game winning streak. Shut up. All right, let's keep going. Steelers cleats are going to eat. Let's go from downtown John Broadway. KZ is Sunday. Tommy Ruff is doing stand-up. Tommy Ruff is in the bad boys table. Armin, what's your score prediction for the Browns-Chiefs matchup? This was my bold prediction for the week. I picked the Browns to beat the Chiefs this weekend. I know. We'll see what happens, though. I picked it. We'll see what happens. See, Steelers, that challenge is easy. Okay, well, let me know. I need screenshots. I need receipts. See, Steelers, MikeDropSports@yahoo.com. Roberta Campbell, any really good team looks at only the game in front of them. The minute you overlook, you get bit. Yeah, absolutely, Roberta. Absolutely. Jason, I did attach pics of my grandson in an email I sent you with his terrible towel. Did you get them? No, I didn't check that one. No, I got the one, and then I sent you that one back, Russ. I'll look in there tonight, though, buddy. Thank you. Comedic genius. Justin Fields got more wins than y'all's whole team. I think Russ has a great game and beats the Eagles 34-21. Philly minus 155. That's going to be a good game. Oh, no. Philly 155. It's going to be a good game. I thought he said minus 155 like he was betting on one of the gambling websites for the money line. Yeah, it is going to be one Philly 155. Fast tracker by Tommy Russ. We welcome other teams, fans, be respectful or about you. Yeah, I don't care about people talking stuff, but like some things annoy me. Some things annoy me. And when I do this 5 nights a week, 7 days a week, whatever, sometimes I just get ultra annoyed and I just got to bounce people. And the moderators will get you too if I don't. We will, yes. Downtown Jason, these Jagoffs just want to get all upset. To heck with them Jagoffs. Here we come. Yeah, no doubt. It's just fun to delete some of these people. Carter, go away! Carter, go away! Carter, what about Cleveland? Carter! I'm just messing with you, Carter. You still got the only personal foul, though, yesterday, Carter. No, I don't think Philly will win. I think it'll be a good game. It's going to be a toss-up, 24-21. Bob Lazar, the man from the aliens. Woo! What's up, Bob Lazar? I'll be honest, Eagles O-line is filthy. Landon Dickerson's arms are bigger than my stomach, and I weigh 260. Those are big-ass arms because you're fat as shit, bro. I'm just messing with you, man. I'm just messing with you, Lazar. Yes, you're right. They got a good one, man. They got a good one. I do too, Russ. Steelers are not that good. They are 10-3. What planet do people watch football on besides Earth? Because they're not that good, but they're 10-3. Shut the fuck up. Just shut up. As wide as a mini fridge. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. All right, I got to get off here. People are annoying me, and I'm starting to cuss too much. All right, guys, we'll be back tomorrow night. I need one more tell. I am halfway, and I don't know how to send pictures on live. You don't send them on live. Email them, themicdropsports@yahoo.com. The hate we get is weird but funny. Bears 4-9. It's better. All right, I got to go, guys. I love y'all. You all were great. Whoever HII is, Bears, whatever, you suck. Just saying. It's okay, though. All right, guys, I got to go. I'm getting too haywire, man. Until tomorrow for Steel City Live, our special edition, because I didn't do a daily upload today. We'll do a live show tomorrow, and then we'll be live twice on Sunday. So see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you.